especially towards the middle, being so open. It's going to come down to, who can do that better. But here we go.
And off the break here, I'm going to be looking for that yellow control. You see a lot of arrows going that direction right now. Tenacity with the big first blood, but Trey's going to come in. That P1 is going to go the way of the Minnesota Floppr to start things out here. But as we were talking about before, this is going to be mixy, so you're going to watch out for these guys mid-cut. But Trademarks is picking up pieces, and Cornholio finds a two himself.
Yeah, Cornholio finds a couple. No players for Toronto anywhere near this right now. They're spawning out towards back green, kind of regroup, group together a little bit as Beaky's weak over towards his top side. But there you go. There's a couple kills rolling in the feed for him. Now trying to collapse their way onto this time. It's going to get contested. Finally going to find their way on. But here's Minnesota. They're countering with some kills of their own as well.
But the shots are good, the nades are good. Minnesota Floppr stay on that time. This has been a great P1 for them. 32 seconds on the clock already. Trademark still there. As you see, though, Toronto Falters, they're going to be on that rotation as of now. BB, though, he's trying to make these players go down. Player 6 all alone up there. That's going to be Prolo. But as he goes down up top, Minnesota Floppr, they have an opportunity to chain it here. And, I mean, you might have the preferred side over here. You're on that blue side of the map. But this is the first fight that's going to come on through. Trademarks on the pinch.
Yeah, Trademarks, he finds a big kill on the pinch. Now these players are spawning back towards bag blue. All these Minnesota players now going to turn around. Tenacity, he's going to find an opening kill. Zyme's there for the quick trades. Zymes make it 2 in the feed for him. BB watching this flank side. So again, a good hold so far out of Minnesota. They got 30 seconds on that P1, and they're trying to get more on this P2. But as I say it, Zara gets 3 kills to finally break their way onto that time. 20 seconds remaining on that hill. Toronto just trying to look for something in a good hold. The kills are good for him, so looking like they're probably going to get the rest of that time, and Beaky is here on these rotations.
You're going to read these spawns. Trademarks gets picked up, but you got to turn around if you're Beaky, and he does. Can he find the second? He does as well. It does get traded out, but those big 2 kills on the rotation are going to open up the map for the rest of his teammates. You see the Toronto Falters jump off of Old, and there's going to be a natural pinch right here. Player number 48, Beaky, not exactly where they expect him to be at, but kills coming on through. There's 1 kill for him, 7 and 6 so far. The shots aren't there, but Minnesota Floppr in a 3v2 advantage here on the time. You got to fight now.
Yeah, gotta fight for this time. Tenacity with a hop, skip, and a jump. He finds a kill. Trademarks in to contest the time. He gets that player off the time. A little bit of trades kind of rolling in and out of the feed, but the time in the hands of Minnesota. Their lead cresting over that 30-point mark. A little under 30 seconds remaining on this hill. And I mean, it's just a bloodbath. BB, he gets 2. Tenacity for the trade. Time still remaining white as everybody coming up off spawn and just racing towards this hill.
Yeah, and I would say this hasn't been the most perfect game out of Toronto Falters to start out with. As you can see, they're 63 to 38 right here. But this scrap time so far has kind of been what's kept them in this game. They got that last 25 on that P2. They were looking to get the last 19 on this P3. BB got them off. And now, Minnesota Floppr, this is a good opportunity to really spread this game open. 66 to 40 right now. You got the rotation, and those Toronto Falters, it's going to be a big first wave here if you can get it for the Minnesota Floppr.
Yeah, Cornholio blows up the car for a kill. He chows out a little bit. Zyme's there for the cleanup. Trade still rolling in and out of the feed. BB trying to fight off 2 players. He will fall. Time remaining white with these Toronto players flooding in through that front side and the back side, but 3 gonna fall in the feed. The last one towards the back, and Trademarks reads it perfectly for the kill. All the Toronto players now spawning all the way out towards the front, and now Minnesota lead starting to grow. They're gonna slowly crest past that 100-point mark, and well, Tenacity found his way into the back. Trademarks just trying to get down. His team is nowhere here as well. There's 10 seconds remaining, so they're gonna hit the rotation. So Toronto, they're gonna get a little bit of time. At least a little bit of something in the scrap time. Going to be down by about 50 points going into this P5.
It's a big opening right there. You might be able to push up plane if you are the Toronto Falters. But player 4 in the back left is going to be kind of a nuisance for the Toronto Falters as well. Player 4, who's that going to be? It's going to be Cornholio, but he gets cut down by Beaky. Big first couple kills. That's a big nade right there, though. There is some pressure on the front side here. Will the spawns flip? It looks like they won't just yet. Player 8 spawning out pretty far. You got some splits for both of these teams, so it's going to be a big fight right here. These next couple kills are going to mean a lot. Minnesota Floppr, though, they're retaining that 50-point lead.
Yeah, they're just, I mean, they're doing a good job of keeping these Toronto players off the hill. As though, I mean, they finally break their way on. But it's like when Minnesota is not on the hill, neither is Toronto. So Toronto just trying to get some sort of map pressure. As Tenacity towards his top green, he's going to find one. His teammate finds one as well. So they're going to get at least more decent time. You know, they're keeping themselves in this game. The lead, they lead only 30 points. So Tenacity on a 5 spree. So he's starting to pop off on 19 and 11. So back to this P1, Beaky towards that top blue. He's going to find a kill. Cornholio's here. He is not going to find that trade. That is a big kill as well. So I'm going to pop. No one really able. No, it's not able, but no one really near it right now. But it's about to be a clash on this P1.
I mean, Minnesota Floppr, I mean, for me, that's a really fantastic first set of hills for them. They got some great rotations off. It's really surprising to me that Toronto Falters are able to stay in this game as close as they are right now. Only down around 30 seconds and counting, however. But, I mean, if you're Toronto, you're taking that all day of the week. They're going to go back and watch that and be like, hey, like, this is not how we want to play this. But, I mean, you look at Crollo, 20 and 13. You pointed him out just a little bit ago. He is frying. And, I mean, that's doing a great job to keep him in the game. So far, it's allowing them to get that big scrap time and, you know, keep that game in their hands if they can make the right moves. And I mean, this last 20, it's going to do a great job. Again, that P2 is in their favor as well. It's going to be a big set of kills right here. Big 4-on-4 action.
Yeah, a little bit of a 2v2 on that rotation. A kill's going in the feed now for Toronto. Zyme's able to pick up one, but Beaky, he's over on this flank. He's going to find the kill onto BB. So that will get the time early for Toronto. These Minnesota players spawning out towards back blue, trying to funnel their way through here with 3 in the back, trying to get on the pinch as well. All 4 are going to fall in the feed for Toronto. What you thought was looking up for them, you know, they got broken pretty quickly, but I mean, you got to tip it to Minnesota. That was quick work and great work on the break.
You got your ARs top red, 1 bottom gen. You got trademarks in the corner right here. This is a pretty tough setup to break down. If you are the Toronto Falters, you might have to chalk it up pretty soon and get on that rotation. Looks like that's exactly what Beaky's going to do. He's going to get toward that top green area and try to get these cut kills. The rotation can't come in yet for the Minnesota Floppr, but this has been a big hill for them. One that could have really turned the tide of the game. I feel like once we get to the end of the map here, you're going to be able to look at that P2 and say, hey, this is where it all changed.
Yeah, but the kills still on the rotation, going to go in the favor of Minnesota. Cornholio with a big pistol kill, but these players for Toronto going to try and flood through this P5, but Cornholio on this plane just cutting them down. 60-point lead now for Minnesota. They're looking to grow. They're looking to take this game over. Trademarks in shop watching this pinch. It is not going to be red. He's going to find one. Turns around with a pistol. Almost found that kill, but got cut down. A little bit 2-2 split in the feed so far. Beaky, he's going to jump down on the chow and find that kill. So eventually they're going to find the break, but these Minnesota players, again, pushing forward with the pressure.
Beaky having a great second half of this game. The Dolphin Dive Chow, not one you see very often in BO7, but hey, Beaky's utilizing all the new features, that Omni movement. They are still going to be on that time for now. Big 25 right here, 172 to 126. The game is absolutely not Toronto Falters as of now. Minnesota comfortably in the lead, but I don't know. This isn't screaming over to me just yet. I feel like we got some more of this matchup right here.
Oh, I mean, there's definitely more. If Minnesota can get this, if they can get this flip out, if Toronto can get a quick break, if they can just find something, I mean, they're managing to keep themselves in this game. When you see them, you know, they start going down by, you know, like 40, 50, and then about 60 points, and they slowly bring it back. But, well, they did go 4 down in the feed there just a moment ago. So the hold now in for Minnesota, trying to just set up this brick wall of a hold on this hill. But the flip is in. Zara's towards the back. He's going to find an opening kill. Some more shots exchanged. His teammates there on the support. Make that 3 down in the feed. Cornholio now the last man standing towards this hill. He's going to find a kill with the pistol. These Toronto players are nowhere on the help, but the trade eventually comes in. But this Minnesota pressure continues to flood in through this front side. And Toronto, they got the flip, but they didn't get much time out of it.
And Crollo is going to be everything to watch out here on this rotation. How much time is left on that hill? You can't even see because it's contested. Last 10 seconds. Is he able to get one? No, he isn't. But you still got player 8 out as well. It's going to be Zara. So this is going to be a quick fight on this rotation right here. And look at Minnesota Floppr. They got 2 players out of the play. If you're Toronto, you got to fight now. But I don't know if they're aware of it.
Yeah, I don't know if they really quite yet, but BB, a big kill out of Beaky. Some crispy shots out of him to shut that down, but 2 of his teammates are going to fall around him as now Minnesota still spawning towards his backside, and these Toronto players just spawning super far out. Beaky, though, he's going to find a kill over towards that top green, but BB with the nades, that's like his 3rd or 4th nade kill, and you know what, I got to tip it, I'm not good with the frag grenades, so 50 seconds now for the victory for Minnesota. If you're these Toronto players, you got to start flooding towards it. The pressure looking like it's going to be put towards this front side as Trademarks. He finds 2, but 2 more going to go in the feed in favor of Toronto. So a little bit of a battle towards this hill with 14 seconds remaining. Crollo trying to break his way on. He's going to find a big 2 kills. But these players for Minnesota, again, just the pressure unrelenting towards these back spawns. But Crollo, holy cow. Oh my lord, I don't even know what to say to that, but 40 seconds now for the victory for Minnesota. And it was reset to another P1.
And if you're Minnesota Floppr, you wanna close this game out soon. Toronto Falters, they have an opportunity to, they got this P1 control. If they continue these wave of kills, they're gonna get a lot of time right here. But that streak is in. Zymes with the Hellstorm missile, didn't hear it get called in, but the kill's still going the way of Toronto Falters. Back and forth, the pendulum swings, and now you're stuck mid-cut if you're Minnesota Floppr. You see player 3 on the pinch, he might be the one to look out for.
Yeah, but Tenacity, he is gonna look around. He is going to turn around and try and spot this player out. Is he going to get the timing? Is he going to find that kill? And yes, he will. That's a big kill if you want to crawl back into this game. Beaky towards Shop. He's going to find one as well. The trade's in from BB, but the trade's, again, good for Toronto. 15 seconds remaining on this hill. They're holding it decently so far, but over on these rotations are going to be huge. You don't really have everyone headed over there quite yet, but Beaky, a little bit of pressure trying to push towards that Shop side, but he gets shut down, so time and rotation looking like it's in the hands of Minnesota. So Toronto, they're going to need a quick break.
Nasty, that's a big 2-piece right there. Cornholio has to jump down. Another Hellstorm's coming in. I don't know who's calling it in. It looks like Tenacity finds one. He finds a second as well. Those are big ones right here. Only down 40 if you're Toronto Falters. You got 42 seconds on this hill. Now's the time to slay. Make sure you're blocking. Player 6 has that blue side. The fight's still going back and forth right here. There's no pinch. It's all going to come in from the front. Trademarks finds 2. He's able to find 3 as well. Busts it right open for the Minnesota Floppr. Can you get the rest of this time and close out the game? Toronto, you only got a couple more opportunities to stay alive here.
Yeah, just got to contest for a few seconds so Minnesota can't win on it to try and force a rotation. But now they can still win on it. Oh no, never mind. No, they can't. They cannot win on it here, so we're going to go to a P3. These Minnesota players are just flooding over there. These Toronto players didn't quite rotate as quick as they probably would have liked. Zara not looking the right way, he's going to fall. So now these Toronto players just got to fly. 8 seconds left for the victory. These Toronto players, the pressure now towards the back. Tenacity finds one, Zara finds another. That's now 4 dead in the feed. You can hold all of this, but you're still going to have to rotate if you're Toronto. But these Minnesota players just trying to find something. The nade kills, they're going to come in. The nades for Minnesota are going crazy right now with 4 seconds for the victory. The Toronto players nowhere nearby, and that is going to seal it. The nade kills, I mean, just working to perfection that entire game, and they get 2 big ones towards the end to secure that on that P3, and Minnesota now up 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, and you called it out before. I mean, BB with those nades, but it wasn't just BB, it was the whole squad. I mean, you got to get your trophies down, but you got to tip the nades as well. Because, I mean, hey, it's so easy to hit those all the time. You're cutting the guy. Here we are, map 2, Colossus, S&D. And, we're getting off to a hot start here. Both teams don't want to move. Nobody's got a trophy. We're throwing nades all over the place, but it is going to be Minnesota Floppr on the offense. Let's see where they go with it round 1. I mean, that B site, it looks like Trademarks is aiming that direction, but who knows if that's where he's going to go.
Yeah, kind of just feeling it out. Both teams playing for some information, and he is going to spot some out. Cornholio gets some shots in, but no kills found. Cornholio in the feed. Someone finds the opening kill. The kill feed's a little bit messed up. Someone found that opening kill. It was Zymes. So now the man advantage in the hands of Minnesota. Trademarks, he gets spotted out by Beaky. He gets shut down. So now the trades are in. It's Cholio? Crollo. He finds that kill. So now man advantage flips hands over towards Toronto. So bomb in hand, you do have that on your side, but you've got no map positioning if you're Minnesota.
Really 2v3 situation. Let's see what Minnesota want to do. They are able to find one, but that's going to give away all of their ideas. The strategy is completely foretold, but Crollo on the back. He is going to be able to find one on the pinch. Is he able to find the second? The shots are good. Now player 6 can run at him, but he doesn't need to because Crollo finds both. A perfect pinch out of the Toronto Falters, and B Colossus gets shut down quick.
Yeah, a good round out of Toronto. I mean, I'm not quite sure. That was quite the chow out of BB. Maybe he was like, it's a 1v2. I'm just going to chow this out, and if it happens, it happens. But Toronto, they get that opening round in the search and destroy. They're bouncing back. They want to put that first map behind them. You know, you're down 1-0, want to try and ice up. Big 3 kills out of Crollo in that opening round is now going to flip over towards this offensive side. So I like what I saw out of him in the first round.
Bang out statue side. It's going to be a quick one. Player 3, not sure he's ready for the action. What is this spot? This is a Neptune spot. Am I tripping? I've never seen this one.
I haven't seen that one either. Some shots get exchanged. No one able to find any kills. So all of them just going to black up. Crollo, he is going to plant this bomb onto A. Is Trademark's going to spot him through the smokes? He is not. They're going to walk right past each other. And he's going to hop on this bomb. Are any of these Toronto players going to check it in time? Zymes with the cover. He finds one. Crollo does get the player on the bomb, but no, he didn't kill him on the bomb. They walked right past each other through the smokes, and he got the defuse. A ninja defuse
that's
of a
some
lifetime.
quick decision making. That is some quick decision making right there. You'll love to see it out of Minnesota Floppr. Find a way to even up the odds. And, you know, not only is that a big round win, but that's kind of like, you know, a hit in the chest. Like, oh my God. Like, they just insta-hopped it through the smoke. Like, no way. Even though, you know, those fights are going down. But I don't think you're liking the way that round ended if you are the Minnesota Floppr. Or the Toronto Falters.
Yeah, it's not nice getting ninja diffused. It's happened to me multiple times. It's not a good feeling. And I wonder if he saw him walking through the smoke and he chose to ignore him because he made the decision. And oh my gosh, 4 nades raining down hellfire through that P1 and 1 connects for the kill. So Zymes with that opening blood. The nades again working to perfection as Cornholio towards this P2. He's going to find one as well. So now a 4 versus 2 for Minnesota. These players for Toronto kind of stuck back in their spawn. You have these players like Cornholio. He's just in their spawn, wreaking havoc. He finally gets traded out, but Beaky now the last man standing in a 1 versus 3.
Beaky against the world. Where's this nade going? I'm not sure that's hitting anything, but he does find 2 in front of him. Can he get a single kill? Trademark's 1 shot. He is able to find 1. Can he get out with his life? Beak losses in real time. And they're on the pinch too, and they're not able to find him. He gets out with his life. I mean, this went from a 1v4 to a 1v2 real fast. I don't know how you're thinking, Q, but we are on Beak losses.
This is Beak losses.
He's in the perfect
28
corner.
Seconds he's playing the perfect corner. 28 seconds remaining. Is he going to get the trades? Oh, they almost lined up for accuracy, but Zymes is there for the trade. They win that round, but again, that's a shaky round out of Minnesota. You go up 2-1, but still. That was a 4 versus 1. And he got him weak.
Hit him with the friggin' hip fire headshot. Come on, man. Not on Beak losses. Switching sides. 2-1 for the Minnesota Floppr. I mean, oh, the sniper's coming out. Oh, Beaky said, no, I'm done with this AR shenan. Oh, never mind. I mean, I wanted to see it, but it looks like we're not seeing anything, unfortunately. 2-1. Toronto Falls is on the offensive end. Where are they going to go with it? Looks like they're going to statue side yet again. Player 3, he's back on that spot.
Yeah, he's back on this spot, taking something out of Neptune's book, or maybe he's writing his own page in Neptune's book. I don't think I saw Neptune do that. More shots getting exchanged towards statue. No kills still being found. These opening gun duels are not really going anyone's way so far. And whoo, he barely escapes with his life. Bomb quickly going to be planted on his A side, but you do get that hit. You do get that hit marker for the information. Shots just ringing in and out, but no kills able to be found. But Trademarks with the ego chow. He finds one. Zymes over the top finds another. 3 down in the feed. So now Beaky, the last man standing again in a 1 versus 3 with 29 seconds remaining on the bomb.
I mean, that was unbelievable. I don't know how Trademark's able to sneak through right there. I felt like he was going to get taken down so quick, and he's able to find his way to shoot inner statue somehow. I mean, that gunfight right there, I mean, that goes from a 3v4 situation in the side of Toronto Falters to, you know, now you got all the pressure on you. Minnesota Floppr exactly where they want to be, and Beaky's left in a 1v3 yet again. I mean, tough situation. But, I mean, hey, Minnesota Floppr, I mean, those trades are looking good.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I said it after the map number 1, their teamwork is just phenomenal. These guys know each other. I mean, I know these guys pretty well. I've known a couple of them for a few years, and I mean, they play a lot. I know they play a lot. They scrim a lot. They play with each other a lot. They know each other. That team chemistry is there, but not there enough. You left the bomb in spawn, guys. On the offensive side, no one with the bomb in hand. They don't have it. They're not really going to pick a site because, well, you need the bomb to pick a site. But over towards this top P1, Tenacity and Zymes kind of just exchanging some information. Some nades going to be thrown. More shots just getting exchanged, but Zymes finds that opening kill. Cornholio, though, he will fall due to Crollo. So now into a quick 3 versus 3. Bomb finally going to be picked up by Minnesota. On this Godhead, he is BB, or sorry, Trademarks. He's going to find that kill.
Who it is.
So now Beaky, again, the last man standing in a 1 versus 3.
He does have the right idea here on the pinch. I'm not sure they're ready for it. Tunnel side. There's going to be one. Can he find shots into the second? No, he doesn't. The other one's going to challenge real quick. Great shots of the Minnesota Floppr. Trademark stays down, waits for his friend, and now you're 4-1 Minnesota Floppr. I mean, these rounds, they seem close, but I feel like they're really not. At the end of the day, the Minnesota Floppr have been looking pretty dominant here in the map, too.
I mean, yeah. And that's just, again, the teamwork. The teamwork working to perfection. And, like, yeah, like, courtesy of the producer, the round 1 for Toronto looked pretty good. You looked good. You got that opening round. And, well, you've given up 4 straight to Minnesota. And now you're on the offensive side. And, I mean, just ever since that Ninja Defuse, it's just gone downhill from there. On the offense now is Toronto, trying to bounce back, trying to get something going. Don't want to fall behind 5-1. They're going to play a little bit slower than they have recently. They're going to favor this B side, though. Just trying to spot some information, try and get these opening bloods. But Trademarks, oh, sorry, Cornholio in that corner, playing a cheeky corner, and he finds the opening kill. Zara, though, quickly there for the trades. Bomb in hand, now into a quick 3 versus 3.
Oh, we got a sniper out for Beaky right now. Let's see what he is able to find with it. Oh, the shot isn't good. You can see the no aim assist on that one, absolutely. But, I mean, you know, Minnesota, they're not in a great spot here. They have to rotate to this bomb, and Zara is able to spot 33 HP, but they end up backing up. You can get this bomb down if you're the Toronto Falters. That's exactly what they're going to do. Krollo finds one as well. Minnesota Floppr, they're splitting up, too. I mean, you don't have a lot of time for this.
Yeah, you don't have time, nor do you have numbers. These players for Minnesota, like you said, they're split up. Zara's going to spot one. He's just going to back up. He's terrified, but the other Minnesota player is there for the cleanup. So now into a 2 versus 2. You've evened up the life count, but you do only have about a little over 20 seconds remaining on this bomb. Beaky does have the sniper. Is he going to hit something? Yes! He gets that kill on a BB. So now the last man standing, and boom! The boomstick coming out. He finds 2 kills, and there's a big round for Toronto. It's 4-2.
We're going to see it in the final kill cam right here. We're going to be able to see both. We see just the end of that first one. BB kind of caught in a deer in the headlights right there. He doesn't know what to do. His teammate just gets cut down. He's like, well, I'm in a bad spot. So he gets cut down as well. I mean, that might be the motivation that the Toronto Falters need. I mean, the Floppr, they haven't gotten to 5 yet. That's when things get real dangerous. I mean, if Toronto can find another round right here just to make it 4-3, I'm not feeling so bad about him here in this map too.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen, you know, the gentlemates of Paris, they somehow can miraculously, just these 5-2s, they go down 5-2 and they just, I don't even know. But Beaky, I mean, he's living up to this Beak Loss's name. He's leading the lobby in kills right now on 7 and 4. He's challing out. I don't know what that was out of Cornholio, but he's going to fall. Zyme's there for a quick trade, so again into a quick 3 versus 3. These players from Minnesota trying to, you know, get a little bit of pressure towards this top P1 side, maybe just trying to cover for his teammate as the bomb now going to be planted on this A site. The retake now going to have to come in from Toronto in the 3 versus 3. Trademarks, he's going to spot Beaky unnoticed. So now man advantage in the hands of Minnesota in a 3 versus 2. 30 seconds remaining on this bomb, Toronto. It's not looking up for you, but anything's possible in a 2 versus 3.
Bad timing for Beaky there on that kill right there. But now, I mean, the trades come through. Minnesota Floppr, they make it 5-2. I mean, it just comes down to Beaky getting that bad timing. He's holding that tunnel for so long. And then as soon as he gives it up to start to work on in with his team, he gets cut down by Trade right there. Trade with some good shoulders, some good trigger discipline. Didn't want to give it away too early. I mean, it's a good round of the Minnesota Floppr. They pushed out all the right cuts, and Toronto Falters back against the wall. You never want to go down 2-0 in playoffs. I mean, Beaky was 7, Krollo was 7, but the other two, you know, I don't mean to call anybody out, but they're not giving them much. Got to pick things up if you're Zara and Tenacity if you want to make this comeback.
Yeah, I mean, they're great players. They know it. Sometimes it's just not your map, and you know what? I'd probably be 1-6 on Colossus Search as well. So, quick, Trademarks, he's playing that simp spot on that A site. I mean, I know I saw this from Simp, but Krollo's going to check it. He checks the spot and gets that opening kill. BB trying to get the trade, but he's not going to find it, so he's forced to back up. The A-bomb now going to be planted. Cornholio's going to find that kill to even up the life count at 3 versus 3. BB towards his front side. He's going to try and find a kill, but the teamwork and pinch is there. Or not pinch. The teamwork and the cover fire is there from Minnesota or Toronto. Trade still rolling the feed. Good
Beaky.
for Toronto. And Beaky, he gets that kill. So now it's 5-3. You know, Toronto, they are not going down without a fight. They're trying to pull a pair's gentlemates with a 5-2 comeback.
Yeah, I mean, I got the scouting report on Beaky. I mean, if you don't know where he is on the tunnel pinch somewhere. He's on that B side of the map. You can put your house on it. Sell your house right now. Beaky's on the tunnel pinch, guaranteed. Match points still for the Minnesota Floppr. Beaky 9-5, playing pretty good. Whoever said Beak losses in chat, I mean, he's living up to the name, like we said. Symes on the other side, 9-4, having a fantastic game. On the defensive end for Toronto Falters, I mean, hey, if you can shut down this offensive push of the Minnesota Floppr, you know, you're not feeling half bad, are you? But looks like we got a split, and I mean, Minnesota Floppr, they're cutting it right down the middle. They found the gap.
Yeah, they found the gap. Swiss Army knife right down the middle of this Toronto offense or defense. But they do find 2 kills in the feed. They recognize it quickly, so the trades are good, and they pick up an extra one for their troubles. So man advantage now in the hands of Toronto in a 3 versus 2. These Minnesota players, again, split up on the map. J marks towards his backside. He's going to spot Beaky, but Beaky, Tenacity there for the cleanup with his teammate support. So Zyme's now the last man standing. If there's a man that can do it, it is this man. He finds that kill onto Cornholio into a 1 versus 2. Pistol shots are in, but not good enough. So Toronto, they're starting to crawl back 2 rounds in a row, and it's 5-4.
I like the way Toronto's moving, I'm not gonna lie. You know, we saw the Beaky chow from back left, but Tenacity was so quick on the teammate chow right there that he's able to find that kill. And then we saw it there at the end too, take shots at that player's side door, and whoever that is at the end there, they're able to slide out and chow just so quick. I mean, those comms are flowing. Things are getting a little bit more active for the team. 5-4 right now. I mean, you're 1 offense away from making Minnesota Floppr sweat.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if I'm Minnesota Floppr, I am sweating right now. It was 5-2. Now it's 5-4. I mean, no lead is safe in the CRL, especially when it comes to playoffs.
No.
But Zymes, though, he's going to find an opening 2 kills towards Statue. He's trying to call game. Now a 4 versus 2. The 2v4 are going to have to come in. Now Zara, the last man standing for the map, trying to just keep his team alive in a 1 versus 3. I mean, listen, nothing's impossible, nothing's crazy, but he doesn't get the timing that he wants in Minnesota. They just crushed all hopes and dreams of whatever comeback Toronto thought they had going. And take the map 6-4 and take the series lead 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, you called it right there.
Welcome back to the Call of Duty Rec League. We've got a map number 3 from the Minnesota Floppr and the Toronto Falters. Minnesota is up 2-0 in this series so far, but we've got a Din overload on the cusp for you today. In the map number 3, you know, Toronto, they're trying to bounce back. They're trying to get something going, get a map on the board, take it 1 map at a time. They're going to find a few good kills in the feed. Try and just fight for a little bit of map positioning. BB did get shut down towards that bottom blue, so now these Toronto players trying to push something out a little bit here, but both teams right now kind of just fighting for some positioning.
Absolutely. Nobody's even picked up the ball yet, so that's an interesting one. You see BB push all the way through here. Can he find another one? No, he won't. The team shots are there. Just a fight for mid control right now. A minute has passed. No ball has been picked up. There's going to be a big fight here. I feel like we're going to close it out with somebody with the advantage in their hands. Those kills are going to go the way, and I mean, you're grabbing the ball now. I can guarantee that. They're going left.
Yeah, they're running this here. All these Toronto players now trying to flock. Zymes gets down to 17 HP.
Oh my goodness.
The score is in. All 4 players again shut down for Toronto. The bomb now, or device, sorry, now going to spawn towards this P3 side. So maybe Toronto trying to get a little bit of a counterattack going. They're going to find 3 in the feed. Zymes will get 1, but eventually trade it out.
Oh my goodness.
Quickly trade it out. Krolo now flying, but he's got no teammate help. He didn't have no front man to help him towards that front side, so now he's going to back up a little bit. Now Toronto trying to take some space, but they're going to start falling in the feed.
I'm not liking the way this is looking so far for the Toronto Falters. I have all of my stock in them, and unfortunately, it looks like we might get off to a 2-0 lead currently. I mean, the kills are going to have to come through. Those nades are good. We know that much. There's another one. Yep. I mean, we know about their nades. 1 more kill to get. It is able to be found, and you're going to be able to, you're going to have the first jump on that ball spawn toward the inner side of the map. Cornholio's got the cross. I mean, Toronto, they may or may not be. And a bland Beaky with the knife, though.
Yeah. He's getting that knife, trying to spark some life in his team, but no, he didn't grab the device. He had to run backwards for it. That's going to delay the push. He's got no teammates there on the help as they're all coming up off spawn. So, Device now in control of these Minnesota players. They're trying to get something going. The opening kill going to go Cornholio's way, but a trade quickly from Beaky. So, they're just slowly trying to push this up. Beaky's going to find a second one as well. Make it 3 for Beaky. He shuts that push down, all on his own.
Oh, wait.
His tenacity is going to pick up
wait.
the device and he's going to run it forward, but you got to wait. He gets killed, so device now spawned down in that front P2 area in control of Minnesota.
We're just giving him the ball. That ball. Here you go. Here's the ball control if you want it. But Beaky's are still around. Oh my goodness gracious. We're back and forth. We're back and forth, but now Toronto Falteres. I mean, this is kind of an opening. This is kind of a very interesting way to find an opening in Overload. You got one player on the pinch, though. How many is he able to get? He is able to find one. Trademarks on the pinch. Can you find 2? The pistol is there. Wow, he just got imploded. Holy guacamole. Zymes finds 2. I mean, this is an eternal fight. But as you find the 3, you finally have the ball in your hand, and you're going toward right. Can a score come through? You're up 2-0 on the bad side if you're Minnesota Floppr. This is going about as good as you could want it to go.
Yeah, they're trying to send them packing a one-way ticket to Cancun, trying to advance in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Another score. He's just going to run past all the players.
BB.
His teammates getting kills around him, and BB just runs it in. Usain bolts through the defense to get that one, so it's 3-0 now. 1 score, we're going to halftime. There is a minute left. I mean, if you're Toronto, you got to try and just get something going. Tenacity on this flank. He's going to be able to find at least one. This player over towards mid-cut, he didn't spot him, but Beaky's there. He's going to get that kill. So, a few kills going your way. These players now coming up off spawn, but the stun, he stunned himself. Good nade, though, to push that player back a little bit. But, again, these players for Toronto just not able to get too much going. But Tenacity towards his backside. He's going to find one. The shots now were good, and that's 3 in the feed. They lined up for accuracy finally, as Beaky eventually now going to run that one in for the score, and it's 3-1 in Toronto. He got something going, but he just knocked his teammate in the head with the stun.
The ball is going to spawn back over here as well. You might be able to chain this if you find a couple kills. Grab that ball and go. Toronto Falters, they have a really good chance to like kind of stifle this lead right here. He's juking, he's jiving. One player on the pinch. He's not able to get caught down.
Lord.
Oh my goodness, Cornholio. See now? The whole situation just flipped on its head now. You got the ball in your hand. Another one. I mean, why does this keep happening?
It's love taps.
Why are we throwing stuns? You let go of the nade. Oh my god, double team nade. This is not good.
The love taps turned into love deaths for the side
Ty goes
of
to the runner.
Ugh. Yeah, 4-1. The love taps from the stuns turned into murder taps from the grenades from Beaky. So it's not looking good if you're Toronto. You're down 4-1 at the half, but hey, it ain't over till the fat lady sings, as probably some famous president or whoever said it. But
oh my god.
Again, I mean, oh my lord, Zymes. I'm gonna have to. I don't even know what to say to that. That is the kind of thing where your jaw just drops to the floor and you applaud. But there's still a second half, so Toronto, they're not quite out of it yet. Never say never.
I need a Beaky POV of the double teammate, a Beako-V, if you will. Unfortunately, I mean, he's left all alone. But now, you know, hey, I mean, maybe that's bad side. Who knows? I mean, I don't play the game. I don't know what's going on. You know, I do, but I don't. Let's see. Let's see exactly what happens here on Den Overload. Can you turn the game around if you are the Toronto Falters? But I mean, so far, I mean, BB 19-10. Everybody on the Minnesota Floppr side until now had 10 deaths. That's some great teamwork. We're talking about it. We've been talking about it the whole time. Their teamwork is next level. They've been scrimming. Cornholio is able to find 2 Zymes. He's going to run it straight in. Oh, this is not good. This is bad.
Yeah, it's starting to implode on him. Cornholio gets some good hip fire shots, and you know when your hip fires are hitting, you know you're locked in, and you know you got your gunny up. Cornholio on this push. These players now coming in. He almost found that kill with the pistol. My lord, if he got that, I might have gotten out of my seat and walked out of here right now. Trade's good in the feed as he's just going to run that one in. Ty goes to the runner, like you said, and it's 6-1 now. I mean, you need just 2 points. There's still a little under 4 minutes left to go. You only need 2 points to end the game.
They're running it down. I mean, you can just see the way they're moving right now. I fear that not only do Minnesota Floppr feel that they can do no wrong, but also the Toronto Falters may or may not have lost composure. And, you know, once it's chalked, it's chalked. And what are you going to do about it? This is going to be a tough situation for you. Cornholio with 2 on the pinch, stays alive. Can you find the pistol? Oh my gosh, he's mantling by accident. Crollo, though, with a big 2-piece. You don't even got to grab the ball. Just get those lead blockers up, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Tenacity, not ready for the push. And BB's still alive. That ball is going to reset, it looks like, maybe in about 1 second. Unless somebody grabs it. Just enough time to grab it. But, I mean, hey, no more lead blockers. They're still going to fly, though. They just want to apply that pressure. And, I mean, they're doing a great job.
I mean, yeah, they've done a great job all series long. Cornholio with the pistol. The shots are good, sorry. But he gets around the player. Juke jumping and jiving. You'd think he had active camo on. He just slipped right through. Now on match point if you're Minnesota. BB on the other side of the map. He's going to find a kill. Device going to spawn towards that middle, but it's going to be picked up quite quickly and run towards his top side. These players for Toronto are nowhere to be found, and the score is going to come in. 8-1 score limit reached, in Minnesota take the series 3-0 in convincing fashion. If there was a stronger word than convincing, I would use it. But they take it in convincing fashion to move on to the semifinals.
I mean, I gotta wonder, like, is that Minnesota Floppr's peak, or was that like Toronto Falteres low? Because we saw a lot from them in the maps 1 and map